The filter-free diary. Uh,
Good morning. It's 10:45 and I learned something cool when I first got to Greece. I met someone who was able to speak English pretty well, and there's a symbol with a 1 and a 0 that that somewhere along the lines of my journey on this planet, I ended up labeling it phi, and I saw it, and I asked the worker, what is that character? And I'm pretty sure he said it was a phi, and he said it was like the number 6, like our F, for like fun or whatever. And that was cool because I don't know any Greek at all, and what it always looked like to me was the 1 and the 0, and I guess in Greek, when the 1 and the 0 come together like that, it's their 6. Which, as we know, is a very human number. So that's kind of awesome, because even though 1 and 0 are pretty close to each other, or so it seems, at least on the other side, they're very, very, very different from each other. Because when a 1 adds, to itself, it eventually becomes something different. In fact, every time 1 decides to power up again, it changes, right? Like the number 1 powers up itself and it becomes a 2, right? And it always has an intention, and its intention is to become more. And that's what it does all the way through the numbers. When it gets to number 9, it's like, all right, let's do this. Let's finally get to 0, because I have a feeling that's what it's trying to do. But anyways, it gets to number 9, it powers up again, and you know what it gets? Another number 1. It's like, wait, did I skip a step? How's this working? And the thing is, you can see that as like a, a disadvantage. But honestly, 1 goes through so many different changes that it has collected like a whole plethora of knowledge, right? Like as it's gone through each and every step, right? But the thing is, 0, if it tries to do the exact same thing that the 1 did, which is just, reflect itself, add itself to itself, just like the 1 did, just power up itself, just, do the 0 thing for the 0. You know what? It's still nothing. It's still just nothing. And the reason it's still just nothing is because it doesn't have an intention. It's replicating, it's duplicating, it's mimicking what it sees, but it's not doing it to become something more. It's literally doing it to see what'll happen. and nothing happens. And the reason why that's not just a disadvantage is because having trouble with that one, right? Because if you're trying to become something more, and no matter what you do, you are always just the same. Well, I guess the advantage is that you always get to see yourself for what you really are, which might be nothing, but that means you can come into a situation, right? And not necessarily affect it, but just like, I guess, observe. Like, would just observe, maybe. So there is an advantage, okay, to being a zero and to not affecting things, because you get I guess a clearer understanding, because you may not get to become all the things, but you can you can be the emptiness that everything is contained within, right? And then it can understand all the things, because it can watch all the things and observe all the things without ever impacting or interacting or having a intention. As we're spirit can become all the things, right? It can do all the things. It can experience all the things within, the zero, which apparently is a 6. All right. Have a good morning.